Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house, make big plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This guy just has a nose for open spaces. He runs with great effectiveness. He's a type of guy who could pursue Kevin Falk for the top spot on the all-time rushing list.
19-10.
I mean, that's a gift, Reese. Like, when you have guys that can feel where people are at and just get enough of you to break a tackle and understand spacing and how close you are to them and not. And the great running backs, like you've seen so many come out of LSU, always falling forward, always getting those extra yards that lead to those extra first downs.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
42 Spiders.
To the air, it's Stokes. Firing to the right, complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Lasso.
The option look. He'll toss it.
Oh.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown LSU. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Young white bull.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Across the 30, out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Fires to the right.
Ooh.
He makes a catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Bless Michael.
Well, I think on that play you saw this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Stokes. They get to him as he throws. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Good turnover.
14, LSU 7.
Shout out to Mario. Did you know the story about why they call him Mario?
The drive here with first down to open this period.
You hear me?
The give to the tailback.
So
At the 40, there he
allegedly
goes.
the makers of the game, they needed a warehouse to work in. So the owner of the building name is Mario.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes
Yeah.
in all different shapes and
They
sizes.
didn't
That time they attacked the outside
like it wasn't
to
like a
the
contractor
left,
thing.
on
Like,
the
oh, we're gonna name his name
ground. That is a
Mario. It was
momentum
named
shift.
something else. But then he was just like out of respect. It just they gave like an ode to him, like when it came out like the second version, something like that. It was like out of respect. Like he just died like a couple years ago.
After the 3-yard pickup,
was
they
like-
come to the line,
he
2nd
said-
and 7.
So it would have been nice if I got a check for that shit.
Going with the ground game left.
Come on, guys.
Trying to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Lawrence. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. quickly complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
Touchdown. Ohio State. Number 34 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively...
Just plowing ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And
I read that.
To the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Right there.
And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's talked to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Second and 10 after the previous play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stokes. Working the middle, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's in goal. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. LSU now operating in the red zone. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes his connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground.
Hey, we'll take it.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that lap.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup.
It's not where we need to go to, but got him good.
Touchdown, Florida State.
It's not
And
bad.
once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the
They
door,
watched the wrong
baby.
button.
They are
Jesus.
seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
You can't just look at 6.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Stokes. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the left.
Come on,
and there
man.
was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. Got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one.
I threw it right to them.
Picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know,
I
you
did right
shadow
to
your
it.
end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
At the 15-yard line. Second down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking downfield, it's Stokes. Fires to the right. That pass is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
42 Spiders. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapted. Got some room, headed to the goal
Best block in the world.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Are you kidding? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now.
Lasso. Lasso.
With jet sweep pass. He will be stopped short. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and their bid to tie also goes by the boards. They're still down 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Right back to him on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. At the 35, he's loose. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Bowling Green may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Perry Stadium every time. The Falcons have racking up road wins since the Urban Meyer days, and they get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You talk about setting a tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. LSU 40, Florida State 35.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Lawrence. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, no! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 40.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's the handoff. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side. Oh, gave the defender the business. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
42, Spider. 4-2.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after
That's
all.
not
Finally
pretty
throws
loud.
an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Back to throw, it's Stokes. He's right on target. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They keep attacking through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Uncorks it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming.
Get set, get set.
And you want that clock to run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hernandez. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the move. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on 1st and goal, and they said, let's go to Old Faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors.
Didn't just release like
Two
12 songs in the
very
last
different emotions
day.
inside the locker rooms of these teams
I
who
want
do
to
battle
listen to
today.
the Reason song.
Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road
Enjoy
win.
the response.
And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Stokes. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Lawrence. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Steps away to find some room. Unloads it left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes. Almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got a man. It's Samuel. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's going to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Stokes. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. They'll use the timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. On first down from their own 22. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man in the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense,
This Texas look like Jackie O. Recipe. Yeah. The picture I just saw, the lady, they said, who your favorite two porn stars? She said, Alexis Texas. Here in the wall. I know. Wall. And she looked like Jackie O. They didn't understand where they